Hey folks, how's it going? It's time to watch the last Zelda trailer. Let's get it. I'm so excited for this one. So here's a little rundown of what we're going to do today. Basically, we're going to watch the new Tears of the Kingdom trailer right as it comes out, and I'll probably be very excited. And then basically we are going to go back and watch the old trailers with all the new context. And in addition to that, before it starts, we're going to also watch the gameplay video that released recently, so I'll be reacting to that as well. And I'll be pausing throughout. So if you haven't seen the gameplay video, you might want to go watch that first before this, because I'm going to be pausing throughout the video and commenting on certain things. But either way, let's get into it. Okay, so I gotta turn my sound on here. Hopefully it's not too loud. And let's watch the gameplay demonstration, and then we will go back and watch the final trailer as it releases here. So let's see.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma.
I'm gonna turn him down a little bit.
Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom
There we go.
is now complete. Thank you very much for waiting. Many of you are looking forward to this game.
Let's skip ahead to the actual gameplay here.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore. Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself.
Hopefully we see some more changes here in the new trailer.
In this game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some landmasses floating up there. We call them Sky Islands.
Really good name, just want to say that really quick.
You're probably wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands?
Here, right here is something super important. We gotta back it up. Hold on. Back up. Look, it's a little Korok man with a backpack. Do you see him? I need to turn on my my cursor capture so you guys can see where I'm pointing. Let me do this here. Okay, now we can see it. So look over here. There's a little Korok man with a fucking backpack, and he is saying that he needs to reach his friend. So that's making me wonder, maybe there'll be some new types of quests in the game, huh? That'd be pretty cool.
Islands when they're so high up.
And here we see the obvious area where they're going to have vehicle construction parts for us laid out nice and neat. So at least that's what I think. I know a lot of people kind of are on the fence if that's going to be the case, but I think it's pretty obvious we'll be able to pick these up and build vehicles and shit.
We take a look. Oh, something's falling from the sky.
And here you can see what's presumably the new shrines, which if we fast forward a little bit, you actually get a much better view of it here.
If you do this on the rock that just fell.
Oh, interesting. I just noticed this for the first time here. If I mute, look, when he pulls up the recall ability, it like basically pulls up a cursor and he moves it on the screen rather than moving the whole camera. So that's fascinating. And where is it? Here we get another shot of this building, which I'm presuming has to be the new shrines. I've been calling them like egg shrines in my in my previous content covering this gameplay video. I don't really know what they're going to be. Maybe we'll get some enlightenment on that today. But what else here? I'm muting it, I guess, because I don't know. I don't think we really need to hear the audio. I can just explain. I've got a bit of an ego, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, here we got the Sky Islands. You can see those like hieroglyphic, like crop circle things in the background. A lot of people were speculating on what that might be. Let's see here. Do they do a jump cut here? No, they don't. I thought they might have. There's like a storm going on over here. I know storms existed in the original game, but interesting nonetheless. I wonder if there's going to be like storms on the Sky Islands or something. We got the dragon, obviously. And something I wanted to point out that a lot of people didn't notice the first time is there's one of the new towers on top of the mountain where the evil dragon was. Something pretty fascinating. I can't wait to see what the new towers are. I'm assuming that you're just going to be able to shoot up them using the ascend ability rather than actually having to like climb them or anything like that, which a lot of people are on the fence about that, but I don't mind if we don't have to climb as much. The climbing was kind of one of the more tedious parts of Breath of the Wild. I'm going to turn the sound back on for this part and shut up for a moment.
There's a branch on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's continue. Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked.
I wanted to point out here that the glowiness of the constructs, like limbs and stuff, very similarly replicates the glowiness that we see in the original trailer for this game, which makes me think that it's pretty clear that Link's new super magical arm thing has to do with Zonai in some way. I think I said in my podcast episode about the gameplay video beforehand, I predicted that it was actually like Triforce of Power magic, but I think it's pretty obvious now that it's Zonai magic of some sort.
Ah, the branch broke. Not good, not good.
R.I.P. branch.
Get another branch and we defeated it.
I also want to say I really love that animation. It's so cool. I know I'm adding a lot of constructive and really useful information to this, so I bet you're glad I'm reacting to this.
As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one.
Oh my god, what is he gonna do?
If we use this branch and the rock over here and do this, look,
yo,
we created
rock stick, let's go.
This is called fuse.
Sorry.
You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon. We're dealing with two of them at once. Oh, we beat one. The weapon's attack has definitely improved. The other branch.
I was just looking, is this like a gated area over here? I never noticed this before. This is honestly not very high quality footage. Yeah, I have it maxed out and it still looks blurry as shit. I'm gonna mute for a second. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, this part here, they show Mega Stick. Mega Stick seems so ridiculous. Today, hopefully, we'll get some sort of closure on if you can fuse multiple items. I doubt we will, but... And of course, we have Meat Arrow here. And they show this Leaf Arrow, which seems to make the arrow, like, slightly stronger or something. But, yeah, they don't really elaborate on that too much. Overall, I'm interested to see what the arrow fusing will do as well, because there's a lot of possible effects just based off of the previous game's stuff. I know the Korok balloons would be really cool to see what happens if you merge those with the arrows, so you can kind of see both. See both. What the fuck am I talking about? I can't speak today. Sorry, it's early still. Okay, let's move on here. I'm going to skip a little bit ahead. Okay, sneak attack, obviously, very cool. The shield fusing seems like one of the least interesting, but I'm sure they're going to have some shit that makes it really fascinating. Here's the part where you can see them able to do possibly multiple fuses. See right here, it says log club, and it has the option to fuse the rock to it. The question is, does the rock replace the wood and then you have the stick with the rock instead? Or does it add the rock onto the club? That's the question, because we can see you can do it to the shield, and I'm pretty sure that's what they do, but it's really kind of uncertain if you'll be able to fuse multiple items or not. I assume probably not. I think they're probably going to keep it limited to like 2 to make it a little more simple. But either way, let's see here. So this is where they show off the Ultra Hand for the first time, which I could go on and on about the possibilities of Ultra Hand. But the interesting thing for me in this scene that a lot of people don't pick up on the first watch is there's these metal things back here, these metal structures, and you can see that since they're glowing orange, it means you can attach stuff to them, which what that makes me think is that you'll be able to like push these platforms around using different materials like the fans and that kind of thing. I know later on in the trailer, we'll seek back in a moment, you can actually see the metal things from the top. See here, you can see another one down here, and presumably you'll be able to attach shit to make these metal platforms move across the sky islands before you have like big batteries to make big contraptions to fly around in the sky and that kind of thing. Anyway, so yeah, we glue all of our shit together, Banjo and Kazooie nuts and bolts style. Very awesome. And I'm really excited to see like how far the limits will go on this. Specifically, something I was thinking about the other day was the weight restrictions. I'm wondering if we're going to have like a certain amount of weight we'll be able to do, or like a certain amount of objects we'll be able to attach. Because what's theoretically stopping you from going around the entire land of Hyrule and like attaching all of the fans to one log or something like that? It's probably not possible, because that would be insane and it would probably cause the Switch to just die with lag, but I'm sure they're going to have some way for us to actually like do it theoretically. So there's that. Let's see here. And here they show a little bit of a flying machine, but we can see the battery drain is huge once it lifts it up into the air. And on the mini map at one point, I think it's at this part, they show a battery icon. So my personal theory on that is that there's going to be these batteries, and you'll be able to attach them to your machine. We actually see what appears to be a battery in this part. So my theory is, when we see these battery icons on the map, maybe that's a location where you can find one of those big batteries to power up your machines, because I think that makes sense. Also, caves are confirmed. If you didn't notice, on the minimap here, we can see caves with check marks and caves without check marks, meaning indicating probably that they're cleared or not. But anyway, let's seek ahead here. Yeah, it seems like flying machines cost a lot of energy, and we're going to have to do something to get more energy in order to make flying machines more feasible, because the battery drained insanely fast here. And here we have one of the most controversial new abilities. People are really on the fence with Ascend as to whether or not it kind of breaks the whole climbing mechanic, because there's not really any point to climbing if you can just shoot through the ceiling in a cave and that kind of thing. Again, I'm personally for it. I think it's alright, but you know, it's up to your prerogative. I'm sure they'll still incentivize climbing in a lot of areas by just not having caves. And see, here's one of the caves that you can clear. And my question is, what exactly do you have to clear in this cave? Because all we can see is this NPC here, and we know they're NPCs because we see a similar looking one before in the trailer that Link can talk to. And he has a cooking pot, and he has some cooking ingredients. And he just seems to be sweeping or watering plants or something. But like, what do we have to clear out here? Because obviously this one's already cleared. But were there like monsters in here before? Is there a lot more to the cave that we haven't seen yet? It's hard to say. Maybe it's just indicating that it's been explored, even if there isn't super difficult challenges or anything. So either way. And then he does this swimming through the ground thing. This structure here looks very interesting. I'm interested to see what that'll be. And then we have big orb over here with the mine carts. It looks like the minecart track actually goes off the sky island, so we'll be riding minecarts around through the air on these tracks. I'm really excited about that. I don't know if this is also the minecart track over here, but I like the idea of being able to zoom around on the minecarts high above the ground. That sounds pretty fun. Let's see, what else is there at this part? Not a whole lot. This is one of the parts where they're kind of more closed-lipped. Again, we see a cave here, and this one's cleared, so if there were enemies in here before, they're not here now. And we're nearing the end of the trailer already, or the gameplay video, I should say. This isn't the new trailer, this is the old trailer, in case that wasn't clear. But yeah, we can see here there's enemies with fused weapons, and this one has a big paddle that blows Link back with the wind, and he falls off the sky island. That's going to be really infuriating. I can already see the clips of myself falling off the sky island and then getting so mad and just rage quitting the game. It should be interesting. We'll see. Oh, we get some good establishing shots here. Let me loop back really quick. So you can see another crop circle hieroglyphic thing. People have seen these like circles of malice on the ground, and they think that they might be like points where you have to skydive into them in order to get into those areas, because you won't be able to enter them from the ground. That would be cool. Fortnite, first of all. What else do we have here? Let's see. When they pan the camera up, we can see some new stuff. Oh, and also, gotta rewind it a little bit here, frame by frame. I think we might have been able to see the corner of one of those new towers over here. Yeah, you see it over here? That definitely looks like one of the new towers. Yeah, this is probably the best view I've seen of the new towers. So it kind of looks like they're just big pillars, and I presume there's like a little hole at the bottom where you can enter, and then you ascend to the top, and that's how you unlock the map, maybe? Hard to say. It's definitely going to be somewhat different than the Sheikah Towers, I think. And here we can see just some establishing stuff. Is this the same mountain from before? I think it is, and there's no tower there. Interesting. Yeah, I think based on the geographical layout here, this is Mount Lanayru, which I think it's called. Let me rewind again. Excuse my keyboard sounds. Come on. Yeah, see, that definitely looks like Mount Lanayru. You can see all the like points towards the top where that like shrine thingy is. Interesting. I wonder why the towers disappear. Maybe they appear and reappear and disappear as you collect them, because there's one down here as well that we can see pretty clearly, and there's like spotlights too. I wonder if those spotlights are going to help you find them at night or something.
In the sky,
Oh, I forgot I have sound on. There we go. No sound right now, sorry, Aonuma. Ooh, what is this? I don't remember how to turn on magnifier on Windows, but I don't know if that would even work for you guys. But there's like that, there's like this thing here with a little light ball on top. I wonder what's up with that. And down here we can see some sort of little like shrine type thing floating above the Farron Woods, I think is what that area is called. Interesting. Look at all these little structures. I wonder what they do. Oh, and here's another view of those towers. I didn't realize we got such a clear view of them. Interesting. This scene happens so fast in real time because he's skydiving, but cool stuff. Another one of those building areas over here where I assume we're going to get tons of vehicle parts. And then over here we can see the new birdie enemy that carries around the bad guys and drops them on you, so I'm scared for that. I don't want bad guys dropped on me. And we have these other like smoke clouds here. These new smoke clouds are interesting. I think they're just kind of going to be a way to find horse stables more easily, perhaps. Because at the very beginning of the trailer, we see... Hold on, it's got load now. We see some right here, but is this the horse stables? I'm pretty sure it's the horse stables. Yeah, it is. So maybe that's just a new way to see the horse stables from further away, so you can kind of find them more easily. I mean, the giant horse heads were usually a dead giveaway, but who knows? Got some pop in there. Switch showing its age. I'm excited to see what this game does to take advantage of the Switch compared to previous games like Breath of the Wild, for example, because a lot of people really wonder if this game is going to be worth $70. I personally think it probably will, but I understand why people are hesitant to spend $70 on this game. It's like it started as an expansion, they turned it into a full game. It's like I don't know, it's understandable, and at the end of the day, it's going to come down to what people think the game's going to be worth value-wise, and if it's not worth it to you, don't buy it. And if you don't have the money, don't buy it. But to me, this is already kind of looking like a pretty good $70 product, but we'll have to see if the new trailer reveals any new information for us here. Now, I paused here because we can see this massive structure here, and throughout the trailer or the gameplay video here, they get kind of close to it. And basically, it seems like this is some sort of like big dungeon or important structure of some kind, and it's kind of like the center of this new map, if you will. Let me see if I can find a part where they get closer to it. I don't see it here. Where did I see it closer before? I think it was here. There's Mega Spear. Are they close to it here? I think it's just a little to the left here. It's interesting. I want to know what that massive structure is. Maybe we'll get some closure for that as well. Because presumably all this shit was either underground or like something like that, It wasn't there in Breath of the Wild, but it wasn't like, these aren't chunks of the land that we've seen before, I don't think. Especially not all this yellow looking terrain. I know we haven't seen anything like that really. Where's the part where they get closer? See, here's another view of it. It looks really important and monolithic. That's why I think it's going to be important to the story in some way. And there's also a little island over here with a smoke plume coming off of it, so we'll have to see what that is. Lots of interesting stuff. People have pointed out these cube-shaped sky islands as well are geographically located above the old mazes, so people think that it's like a 3D maze cube where you're gonna have to like go through the maze on multiple levels, which I love that idea. I hope they actually do that. Okay, we are 10 minutes away from the new trailer's release here, and when we watch it, I'm not going to pause it, and I'm going to try to avoid talking as much as possible, but obviously, I'm probably going to be freaking out, so... But I'll turn up the trailer a little bit for the new trailer, so anybody who's tuning in can watch it if they haven't watched it yet. Let's see. Oh, this is the most replayed part when he attaches the stick. Oh, look here. One of those egg shrine things up in the top corner. There's a lot of shit in this trailer where it's like, pause and you miss it, Oh, look here. What is this? Oh, is this the part where they get really close? Yeah, look at this. This is that same structure I was highlighting before. It's huge. This has got to be like a dungeon or something. It even looks like there's stairs leading up to it or something like that. I'm going to try and pause when I saw. Yeah, see, look here. Like, this looks like a big stairwell that leads up into this thing. It's giving like Castle in the Sky vibes by Studio Ghibli. I love it. And was this like a minecart rail over here too? Because that'd be pretty cool. It kind of looks like it. Or maybe it's a shield surfing rail. Yeah, see again here, it looks like this is a gate. And then there's a big staircase, and then this is the entrance. And it's multi-leveled somehow. I'm interested to see what this is. I really am. Maybe we'll get some closure on that here in 8 minutes when the new trailer drops. Okay. I'm gonna turn up the volume again here. Got these cool robo guys.
The weapon's attack has definitely improved. We can create a weapon with
Mega spear. Yeah, let's analyze some of the stuff that you have the option to attach to your bow here. Because I'm really interested to see what this does. So there's like mushrooms. There's leaks. There's wings. I wonder if wings make them like fly further away, or maybe there's like no drop off if you attach wings. That would be pretty cool. Tons of mushrooms. Holy cow. And they tease us by attaching the leaf, and then they're like, nah. And here we can see like the horns from those robot guys. Those will probably make your arrows stronger if I had to guess. And possibly Lizalfos horns as well. I love that they're removing the elemental arrows and they're making you create them instead. That's such a nice little touch to make the game more like scrappy, I guess, if that's the right word. You actually have to like work it out now rather than just finding a bunch of elemental arrows and stockpiling them, which is a good change in my opinion. I think there's another egg shrine in the top corner here. Looks like it. We see another view of the dragon here. I didn't notice that. I really hope we get to like properly fight a dragon in this game. I was so disappointed in Breath of the Wild when the dragons are just kind of like there, you know? They just sort of exist. I was like, damn it, I want to fight the dragons. That was one of my favorite parts about God of War, both 2018 and Ragnarok, is whenever you see a big creature, it's usually safe to assume you're going to fight it, which is awesome. We are now a mere 6 minutes away from the new trailer. I really wonder what you're going to be able to attach to your shield and what it's going to do here. Is this another shield? Something I was curious about as well is if you're going to be able to attach swords to your shield or shields to your swords to make clubs. Like, obviously you can't if it's on your back or equipped to it. Maybe if you drop your shield, you can fuse it to your sword. Or if you drop your sword, you can fuse it to your shield. That's something I was really curious about. And we see some shield surfing rails here. Really interesting stuff. There's so much stuff in the background that like I did not even see in like an analysis video I watched. It's good shit. I love it. I want to make a mega boat where I have like 100 logs, or maybe I could make a bridge. See, that's where like the attachment limit will come into place. Can I attach like 100 logs and build a bridge instead of building like a raft? That'd be really cool. People want Link to be able to build houses in this game too, and I kind of agree that that would be sick. So I doubt they'll let us build houses. I think they're going to keep it restricted to just mostly vehicles and weapon fusing and stuff like that, but it'd be cool. I mentioned in my podcast where I predicted the stuff in this gameplay video that there would be some sort of like rebuilding Hyrule house building stuff, and they didn't show anything in this egg shrine up here. But yeah, we'll have to see. I am very interested in the building mechanics. Okay, and then this is where the trailer kind of gets boring, except for this overarching establishing shot here. Can we see any more egg shrines? I don't think so. And again, after we're done watching the new trailer, we're going to go back and we're going to watch the old trailers with all the context now. So, giant cube up here, and you can see it's above the area where the maze was in the original game. So, it's pretty safe to assume that this is just the maze pulled out of the ground. And I think that's the Thundra Plateau over there. Maybe it isn't. Again, this obelisk thing. Super cool looking. Alright, well, I think that's really about it for that. I'm going to switch over to the full screen cam and I'm going to get the stream pulled up. Interestingly enough, they're actually doing a live stream for this one rather than just throwing it up as a YouTube video, which is what they did for the gameplay video we were just watching. It's fascinating. I don't know why they picked to do one and not the other, but... Oh, I forgot I have the tunes going still. Hopefully those aren't too loud for you guys. I thought it'd be nice little background tunes. Oh, are we live now? Oh, they're live now. So we can actually pull this up now. Okay. Let's get this pulled up. Make sure it's running at 1080p. And switch back over here. I hope you guys enjoyed the little snippet of KK Soul there. Alright, back to the main view. Alright, so the trailer should start here in about 3-ish minutes. And it is actually a live stream here. You guys can't see it because my cam's in the way, but there's a live button on the bottom left there, so maybe they're going to show off a little more than they let on, but we'll have to see. I'm going to mute really quick, check my audio, make sure everything's good, and then we'll be back. Oh, the live stream will start shortly. It just changed. I wonder how shortly. I'll be keeping a close eye on the stream in case it starts while I'm checking my audio. I hope you guys are enjoying the PNG tuber. I get a smile on my face every time I see him just down there in the bottom corner bouncing up and down as I talk. I thought it'd be fun to bring that into the mix since I started streaming again. He looks so cute down there. And yeah, in case you guys missed yesterday, we were playing Minecraft. We'll probably stream some more Minecraft tomorrow since we're doing this Zelda trailer reaction today. I did not know this was happening originally, but we had some fun. Definitely go check out that VOD if you missed it. The trailer should be starting any moment now, so I'm getting ready to shut up here. I'm going to keep my audio on so you guys can hear my reaction, but I turned up the playback a little bit so we can hear it. It should be a little bit louder than the gameplay though, so hopefully it's not too loud, but I will adjust accordingly. And I'll try and keep somewhat quiet. I just want you guys to hear my whoas, basically, if you know what I'm saying. I actually reacted to the final Breath of the Wild trailer and uploaded it to YouTube, so this is a big moment for me because that was like a video I did. Oh fuck, here we go, never mind. I'm shutting up.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. There's just 1 month left until the launch of the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. In this vast world that seamlessly connects the surface and sky, you'll be able to enjoy using your imagination to the fullest while exploring. It's not long until you can experience this unfamiliar Hyrule. I'm also very excited to see how you'll explore this world. Today, we've prepared the final trailer before the game's launch. All right then, let's take a look.
Here we go, guys.
Please enjoy.
Whoa. Whoa, look at that huge sky island. Whoa, it's chopping a tree. Holy cow. The vibes are immaculate. Oh, there's the town. What? Oh, there's little freaking tents up near the castle. Oh, look, that shrine's cleared, obviously. Oh, this is so awesome. Whoa, what was that? Storm cloud. What? Was that a dungeon coming out of the sand? Holy fuck. What? What the fuck? Holy shit, they're showing so much. What is that? What the fuck?
Zelda, we rely on your knight and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Link.
Oh my god, they did the shield thing I was talking about. Holy shit. I'm literally crying right now. What the fuck?
I know why I am here.
What?
It's something only I can do.
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
Oh my god, it is Ganondorf. What the fuck?
Okay, let's go!
What the fuck?
But you are not alone.
Is that Zidon fighting with Link?
You are our
What?
final hope.
Oh my god, guys. I had to take a freaking Snapchat quick for my friends to prove I was actually crying.
Link. You must find me.
You must find me, huh? Oh my god, this is sick. Sorry, I have a lot to unpack here. Yeah, I'm actually crying. Like, this is so stupid. Oh my god, my freaking avatar does not properly portray how I'm feeling right now. That was crazy. All right. So yeah, let's unpack that, shall we? How do I even unpack that? That was so much. I'm gonna be here for like 2 hours unpacking that trailer. So first off, I'm gonna switch over really quickly and let you guys hear some music really quick while I see if there's a non-live version published now. That trailer had a lot of shit. Holy cow. Oh, yep, it's over. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna switch over really quickly here. Enjoy some tunes for a moment. Yeah, get some music going. Holy cow. That was insane, guys. Holy shit. There is so much to unpack in that trailer. Alright, now we gotta wait for the trailer to pop back up here. We probably could have just rewatched it from the live stream, but that was nuts. Holy cow. And now I'm on their page and it's not there. Can I go back? Oh yeah, it's set to unlisted. It'll probably get uploaded now as like a real video. I'll wait for that. Guys, that was so insane. Just off the top of my head really quickly, I want to mention some shit that I saw in that trailer that stuck out to me. it seems like we're going to be fighting alongside other NPCs. It seems like there was a scene for sure where there was like freaking guards that were, there was like citizens fighting enemies. Like, what the fuck? This is nuts. Hi, shout out to Ethan. What's going on? Oh, did I get another freaking snap? What the hell? Oh, he's watching me talk. All right. So anyway, we're just waiting now for the trailer to get unlisted or relisted, I should say, to the main YouTube channel. Then we're gonna go frame by frame here. That was seriously so insane. Holy cow! That 3-minute trailer revealed more about Tears of the Kingdom than the like 20 to 30 minutes of other miscellaneous content we've gotten. Is it up yet? Let's see. Come on. I want to see it, guys. We could just theoretically go back to the live stream, but I was hoping for something with a little higher quality to pop up, but we'll just go back to the stream. Fuck it. All right. Can I find it now? Has it gone? Oh, this is my stream. That's awkward. It's just me bumbling around waiting to find it. I'll switch back to the tunes while I find it here. BRB. All right. Let's see. Can I find the trailer? That's the question. It's now the hunt for the trailer. We saw it and it's gone. Oh my god. Then okay, for a second it's YouTube said something went wrong, and I thought the trailer, like people came to click on the trailer so much that it just deleted the freaking video or deleted the channel. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now if you couldn't tell. Okay, where the hell is the trailer? Can I find it in my history? Let's see. I mean, obviously I'm in incognito mode, so I probably won't be able to find it. Yeah, because this is just showing my actual YouTube history shit. So we might have to wait for the actual trailer to show up now. Unless we go to the Nintendo website. Maybe they got it posted there already. Oh, wow. Yeah, they changed the website. I was on there this morning to make the thumbnail for this stream. Is this it? Oh yeah, here we go. Is this it? Yeah, it is, but it's not a YouTube one. It's kind of a low quality trailer. Come on, Nintendo. List it. Let's go. I guess we can do a rewatch really quickly here. Alright. Switch it over 1080p. Or no, that's 180p. Oh my god, this is so gross. Oh, yeah, we're waiting for the YouTube one to come up for sure. I bet you somebody's already posted a rip of it, but I want to see the official high quality trailer so we can notice shit, you know? Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. It looks like they accidentally posted the other languages here as well. Alright, let's get it. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we're going to watch this again. I'm going to not cry this time. And we're going to pause and we're going to analyze some shit like we did for the gameplay video just a moment ago. Oh, let me turn the trailer down now. There we go. Alright, so far so good. This is like, alright, I'm chill. Let me hide my PNG tuber here. You can see this guy chopping a tree. That's pretty sweet. We know that this is the nice Zonai guys from the previous gameplay video they shown off. So there's like nice ones and there's mean ones when it comes to the robots. So we'll have to see what comes of that. Link flying down, hype as fuck. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, gotta rewind here. Here is that structure I was just talking about like 10 minutes ago. And you can see that there's like a more proper entrance here. Look at this. This is sweet. So in the gameplay video, they were running around on this sky island over here. Let me show my guy again here. But this has got to be like a central structure of some importance for sure now. They do a freaking flyby of everything. Holy cow. This music is like way more like epic, but less like mysterious than the previous trailers for sure. Alright. Egg shrine here. Anything else? No. This cool looking thing here, I don't know what that is. Oh, here we go. So this is Kakariko. Or no, this isn't Kakariko. This is Hateno Village, I think. Because you can see Mount Lanayru with that weird looking new tower. And we can see there's like different outfits and shit now. It's like, what the hell's going on with that? Is this like later in the future? Is there a time jump? That's the question. Here we see the Castletown area has people rebuilding in it, which is fascinating. Oh, here's that circle thing. What could this be? This kind of looks like the Twilight Mirror a little bit. And we can see there's some structures built up around it, and also another one of those shrine things. And this one has different glowy bits surrounding it now. It's like different colors, so maybe this is a completed one, if that is the new shrines. This area alone, it looks so much more built up and like vast than before. This almost kind of looks like Kakariko Village, but like a new village maybe? No, this kind of looks like it's in the area that it would be Kakariko Village. What the hell happened? Yeah, this is definitely Kakariko Village. What the hell happened here? Look at, you can see this is the big central building that you go into in Impa's in there in the original Breath of the Wild. So what the hell happened to Kakariko? And then here we see this massive storm. Who knows what that is? And then they show all this desert shit. This has got to be a dungeon coming out of the desert. They barely showed it. Let me go back manually for a second here. Look at this. Just in the middle of the desert, this massive structure comes out of the earth. This has got to be like an actual dungeon. People on Reddit are saying they have Amagira Fault in this game. Oh. The Amagira Fault is a Junji Ito short story where basically there's like holes in a cliffside, and the holes essentially have this paranormal essence about them and make you like feel the urge to climb into them. And they're human-shaped holes, and essentially once you enter them, your body can't stop itself from sliding in, and you become so thin that you get ripped apart by the side of the cliff. It's a really cool short story. Highly recommend it. I'll have to keep an eye out for that in the trailer here. But yeah, this is clearly a dungeon. And look here. So before we unwind this scene here, let's back it up a second. So this is clearly, you can see down here, there's a bunch of people that are watching like these sky islands dropping all this debris. I wonder what's up with that. And behind my camera here, we can see there's another one of those building areas over here where you can see the, hold on, I accidentally unfull screen. Let me go back. Backing it up one moment, folks. We can see for sure that there's another one of those building areas where we've kind of settled on you're going to be able to get car parts from. And here obviously we see who I thought for sure was going to be Demise, but it's definitely Ganondorf. Unless there is Demise and Ganondorf in this game, that's possible. And then here we see more shit happening in the desert. I really wonder what's going on with this. Those might have just been sinkholes, but here we can see this is definitely under Death Mountain. And there's this big structure down here. So we saw a dungeon-looking structure in the desert. Now we see a dungeon-looking structure under Death Mountain. So presumably this is possibly confirmation that there are actual dungeons in the game, which is super exciting. And then we see these airboats. What the fuck is up with these? Who pilots these? There are so many questions when it comes to this. Are these Zonai or like what? This is insane. These airboats are crazy. And we see some sort of bubbles. Oh, here we go. Link has... Is that a wingsuit? What the fuck? Hold on, I gotta go back to the bubbles before I talk about this wingsuit. This is crazy. Okay, so it looks like he can do like the Mario Galaxy thing where he can like swim through bubbles to like ascend to different platforms and stuff, which is pretty cool. And then here we see he has a wingsuit looking thing. And he's like doing a dropper from like Minecraft with laser beams, and he's gotta like wingsuit his way down slowly. That's crazy. And here we see another puzzle. It looks like this is like a ball dispenser of some sort. And then this thing here he has to spin to change the layout of the structure, which is something we saw a lot with the divine beasts in Breath of the Wild. I wonder if this is like the sky temple. Like we saw the desert temple, we saw the fire temple, and now this is like the sky temple. Could be. Okay, here we see NPCs fighting mobs or monsters. And it looks like it's just kind of like farmers and stuff. So there's going to be like some sort of like real uprising amongst the people to get the monsters the fuck out, which is pretty cool. And we see a Link holding a new spear here, or some sort of new weapon. I presume it's a spear of some sort. Okay, what the fuck? Now this, I have no fucking clue what this is. My only guess is that this is the Zonai themselves. And for some reason or another, the Zonai are either evil or they just look really evil. Let's go back to Link on the elevator quick. So here we see Link riding an elevator. Is that the Sheikah Slate? What is this? Hold on, what the fuck? It's really low quality, even in this fully uploaded trailer. But that almost looks like he's got some sort of a wire attached to him. And then he's holding like a Nintendo Switch or something. What the fuck is that? That's really cool. I don't know what's up with that. We'll have to find out. I'm sure somebody else will figure out what that is, really. We have these people. These have to be the Zonai, because we haven't seen Zonai before. And honestly, we've never seen any people that look like this. And we've also never seen the Zonai before. And we know this game has a lot to do with the Zonai. So this is probably the Zonai people, if I had to guess, which is cool. It looks like they're like almost Dragonborns, like from D&D, but for Zelda, which is really cool. And we know that they're warriors based off of their armor set in the original Breath of the Wild. So, I mean, this person looks pretty warrior-y, so we'll have to see. What else here? Link riding a horse. Just wanted to mention that. Okay, this here is obviously some sort of construct or golem or something. We might be looking at a boss. This kind of looks like it might be that sky temple. I might be wrong about that, though. Maybe this is a completely different dungeon of some sort, but there's Zonai text here. And I know people have deciphered the Zonai text, so this probably means something. I don't know what it means, though, because I can't read Zonai. Oh, look at this. Oh, he's in the castle. And the castle room itself looks sort of rebuilt. I wonder if Ganondorf did that, or if they've been rebuilding it like the actual kingdom has. Okay. And here we see Zelda, and she's very clearly in some Zonai place. Maybe this is like the actual place where the Zonai reside, and Link needs to find a way to get to them.
Legendary sword he carries.
I'm not sure who this is talking, but it kind of seems like it might just be like an important like citizen of Hyrule or something. But yeah, I'm not really sure. If you guys recognize the voice, let me know. I'm sure somebody does. I'm sure it's a voice that's been in the game before.
Our last line of defense will be Link.
Now the question is, was that scene here where he grabs the Master Sword, was this him grabbing it again? Or is this just a different angle of him grabbing it in Breath of the Wild? Like, did he put it back after Breath of the Wild? Because if so, that implies a much larger time jump than we originally presumed. Here we see Zelda with some person who's very, like, mysteriously cut off, like, Peanut style. You know, when they're like, wah, 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 wah. This is clearly Zonai shit, I believe, based off of this, like, necklace body art thing on their cloak. So we can presume that Zelda is either being held captive by the Zonai, or, like, the Zonai are holding onto her to keep her safe or something. Oh, see, look at here. This is very clearly like a Zonai kind of hand. And Link very clearly has a Zonai hand. So maybe Link's like turning into a Zonai and he's going to become Zinc. That was a dumb joke. I'm sorry. This is a cool new structure. Haven't seen that before, I don't think. I love the new built-up armor with the shoulder pads and shit. Alright, we see him riding this glider thing that we saw in one of the earlier trailers, but we don't really get to know why he rides this sometimes versus his flying machines, but I'm sure we'll find out. Oh, and here he does what I was theorizing. This is great. This is what I was actually talking about in the gameplay video when we were talking about that. So he has a shield attached to a sword. Because I was wondering if you could do that, and clearly you can. So it looks like he blocks with it here. But does he swing? So he blocks, obviously. Looks like it just kind of auto parries. Oh no, it doesn't show anything. And here we see him entering a sphere. Presumably this sphere is what we saw rotating earlier, but hard to say for sure. Oh yeah, it's rotating in this trailer. What the fuck was that? Hold on, go back. So we're in a cave. It looks like there's Gorons here. I think this is just a Goron rolling towards Link. So maybe this is like a mini game or something. It looks badass though. The fact that they can make presumably a mini game look badass is impressive. And we can tell it's probably a mini game because it looks like there's just... Oh, these are just sacks. Maybe this is an enemy then. Hard to say. Oh, and here, there's a lot to unpack here. So, first and foremost... It looks like Link and the bird person, which I recognize them, but I can't remember who they are like jumping off of some sort of bounce pad here. And we can see that in the background there are these giant airships. So I wonder if the Ruto have taken up airships instead of flying with their wings. We'll have to see. But yeah, this person, were they in the original game? I feel like yeah. But I am not entirely sure. And here, this is something where I was like, oh my god, yes. So clearly Link repaired a cart and is transporting people, which this is something that I was talking about in one of my podcast episodes where I speculated what I wanted to see in the game. And one of the things I said I really wanted to see was Link doing quests to help out people in this like world that's rebuilding. And it looks like, based off of the fact that we can see he's hitched this cart and repaired it, that he's helping them out. So I think I might have been right about that. And here we see him using his recall ability to send the fireball from the Octorok back at it. Very cool. Here he just has a rocket. I don't know why. He has a rocket. At this point, I was already crying when I watched the trailer, so I wasn't questioning it really. But yeah, he has a rocket now. It's attached to his arm, or maybe it's attached to his shield by the looks of it. It looks like possibly there's rockets on the ground, and you can fuse them to your shield, and then you can like use it to shoot yourself up into the air. That's pretty cool. Sorry, it's allergy season. All right, anyway. Hold on, go back. I want to get a top view there. All right, so nothing too crazy new here. We can just see some of the new designs for the bokoblins, that kind of thing. Here we see him jumping across to these platforms. He kind of floated there for a second. That's fascinating. And this is another really built up structure. It makes me wonder if the Sky Islands are going to like change throughout the game, or if there's going to be any sort of variation, or if there's just a lot more of them than it kind of seemed at first. And we can see here on these, there's Zonai symbols as well. So maybe these platforms disappear after a while of you jumping on them. And here we see Link fighting a construct. And it looks like they're on mine carts, and there's fans attached to the back of them. And it looks like he's fighting it while the carts are moving, which is really interesting. This could be in that fire temple that I was speculating about earlier. Now this. I can't lie. When I saw this, I was like, what the fuck? So here you can see we have a stone talus who has bokoblins riding on his head, basically, on some sort of built up wooden structures. Well, Link has built a fucking mech, and he's fighting with a mech right now. Does he shoot? There was something on his arm, like the mech's arm, I should say. So we can see here he has the piloting pedestal. He's wearing some armor set we haven't seen before. I'd love to see a closer look at that, but unfortunately the video is too blurry. He has the wheels attached. He has very clearly like stone pieces connected to make a box. And then he has this like cool arm weapon looking thing. And you can see that glowing light there. It looks like we can shoot it or something. All right, now here there's a lot to unpack. Sorry, I gotta back up a little bit. So you can see he's shooting a fire arrow up into that structure there. New horse armor. Let's see here. It looks like his fire arrow is in fact an arrow with some sort of rock attached. I want to say it's a ruby. So apparently rubies might give you some flame effect. I love this new horse armor though. It looks so sweet. Again, he's wearing some new armor here. It's good to see that it shows that there's regular weapons in the game as well. A lot of people were worried that the fuse weapons were just going to flat out replace all other weapons, but it looks like fuse weapons are sort of just an addition, which is really, really great. I'm glad, because I was worried that they were just going to get rid of the OG weapons altogether, and I was going to be okay with that, but I'm glad to see that there's very clearly regular swords, regular bows, that kind of thing, you know. All right. Here we see him shooting some sort of constructed thing. It looks like there's a battery in there, but this is something that is obviously glued together in some way, shape, or form. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is like a battery-powered like laser thing. I don't know if it hurt the enemies or not. It was a little hard to tell, but it was very clearly some sort of laser grid thing. It kind of looked like it might have hurt the enemies. Hard to say. Interesting stuff, though. So there'll be pre-made constructions out in the world, and you can activate them, and they'll have effects, which, I mean, kind of makes sense. Maybe you'll see, like, a bunch of wheels attached to a big rock or something, and you can shoot it, and it'll make the wheels activate, and it'll drive straight into some enemies. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. Sorry, like, every second of this trailer is just, like, new shit being thrown at us. So here we can see that bird person and Link, and Link's wearing some like icy armor of some sort we've never seen before, and they're floating down towards this massive enemy. This is probably again to do with a presumable like air temple or something, maybe. This is very clearly in the sky. I guess this would be like an ice temple. Hopefully this is like the boss for the ice temple if they do dungeons. It seems like they're doing dungeons though. I think this trailer basically confirms dungeons. All right, and then here we see Zelda again.
It's something only I can.
Now this looks familiar. It looks like the those things from Ocarina of Time, the stones, but it has Zonai text on it, so clearly it's something new. Also, this is the Master Sword. The Master Sword is in the background here. So at some point, the Master Sword is not with Link and is instead with Zelda, because we can see the Master Sword peeking out behind Zelda's hands here. Maybe she got transported to the past and Link got transported to the future. That's a interesting little thought that I just had. Because then that would explain how they could both have it at once. And here, obviously, we see evil shit happening. Looks like Link's getting his shit corrupted. Now, this is where they confirm it's Ganondorf. At least, it's somewhat Ganondorf. There could still be Demise involved somehow, but this is very obviously Ganondorf. I love the new design. It's great. It challenges my previous favorite Ganondorf design, which was the one from Twilight Princess, which I love to see. Very clearly, though, Matt Mercer voices Ganondorf and not Demise. So if Demise is in the game, which it kind of looked like he was shown off near the beginning of the trailer here, Ganondorf is also in the game. So maybe there's both. Maybe we got to fight Demise and Ganondorf, which would be pretty insane. Here we see Link fighting another fucking big, weird-looking monster of some sort. I love it. I love it. I was just talking about in the analysis of the gameplay video from before that God of War Ragnarok did a really good job of having like big monsters that you see and you end up getting to fight them. God of War Ragnarok has like my favorite boss fights of any game of all time. And it looks like Tears of the Kingdom is going to come for that title. Just look at how epic this fight looks. Bird? Okay, hold on. We gotta go back again. I'm sorry. So, a lot to unpack here. So this looks like Zelda. This really does look like Zelda. What I'm wondering, because she's wearing the same outfit as Zelda, is this Zelda herself, or is this a Zonai princess, or is Zelda turned into a Zonai? Because we see Link's crazy arm or whatever, right? And we saw him getting infected before. So maybe Link is turning into a Zonai, but it's like been slowed or stopped in some way, shape, or form. But Zelda herself is now fully a Zonai. And maybe she turns evil because of it? Question mark? Just some theories I'm running by you. It looks like she's zapping the shit out of some like fiery, what do you call them? Like seals or something. See, yeah, there's definitely like fiery seals here. Unless that's not her actually shooting it and they're misdirecting us, but we can see these like fiery seals and Zelda's like fucking nuking them out of existence. Oh, it's definitely her. See, yeah, she's nuking the hell out of these guys. Zelda's out here like, bomb them, airstrike, bomb them, and bomb them again. Keep on bombing them. I'm really curious. This looks like Zelda, but she very clearly is not herself. So I think it's obvious that there's got to be something where Zelda and or Link are both turning into something else. Maybe not even necessarily Zonai, but it kind of looks like that's what they're hinting at, is that they're turning into Zonai. And they don't like that for some reason, and maybe it'll make them evil. So Zelda turns evil, and that's why we haven't really seen her in any of the other stuff about this game, is because she's actually evil. And that would make it so there are a lot of potential bosses in this game. Okay, so here obviously we see the princess from Gerudo Town doing some shit. So I think it's very obvious that we're going to be encountering the new quote-unquote champions in this game, which is something I speculated as well. Because obviously we know the champions are Mipha, Revali, Daruk, and Urbosa. But in Breath of the Wild, they're all dead, and we have to call upon their spirits for help. Well, we also are introduced to the quote-unquote new champions, which are the descendants of those four. And so it looks like in this game, we're actually going to be sort of meeting those champions and getting to help train them in some way, shape, or form. The only one that's throwing me off is the bird, because there was an old guy who helps you out in Breath of the Wild to get to the bird divine beast, but there wasn't really a kid, so maybe the kid is that guy's kid or something. I think that might be what it is, because I remember that guy having a son. So maybe that's who that was, but we'll have to see. It looks like in this game we're going to be training the new champions, which is really exciting. And that's something I also predicted in my podcast episode that I released after the gameplay video. Okay, and here we obviously see more citizens being trained here. We got this Goron guy with a cute little helmet. This guy's wearing a bucket on his head. Are we going to be like commanding armies in this game? That's what I want to know. Look at this guy with a bucket on his head. Bro's got a bucket on his head. That's great. And we see a woman riding a horse with a cool like banner thing. Love to see it. This is stuff that I really, really wanted to see, and I talked about wanting to see in my predictions, and it looks like we're actually going to see it, so I'm pretty hyped about that. We can see Link has some sort of sword, and it looks like it has one of the construct horns on it, either fused with it or it just is a construct sword of some sort. Interesting. Here we see Link and everybody's favorite Rule 34 daddy, Prince Sidon, fighting. My speculation with this is that this is the water temple then, and we're going to basically go through each of the dungeons with a companion character, like how in Wind Waker you did go through those 2 different dungeons with companions. I think in this game we're going to go through the different dungeons with companions as well. So really interesting stuff. This is presumably the water temple. Look at this shit. There's water all over. It really seems like they confirmed dungeons here, guys. And that's probably the most exciting thing from this. Looks like there's another type of Zonai weapon here of some sort. See, this guy's holding a Zonai spear, and then Link's holding what looks to be a Zonai sword, but it's different than the one that he was holding in the previous clip, so we'll have to see. It looks like Prince Sidon might just be punching or something. Oh no, he's got the trident from the Zora. He's got like the Zora trident. Okay, cool. I'm really hyped for that. One of the things I said I really wanted as well was companion characters, and it looks like we're getting companion characters, guys. Here we see Prince Sidon again, and then we see the princess from Gerudo Town. So it really looks like they're honing in that idea that we're going to be training the new champions. And we're going to be sort of introducing the next generation of heroes to the Hyrule now that the previous champions are dead. Which is kind of what I thought Breath of the Wild was going to have us do, but they didn't. They like introduced them as possibly being the next champions, and then they're like, nah, but we're not going to do that yet. Oh, and the bird was there too. Very, very briefly. Yeah, see, there's the bird. That looks like a girl bird, though, maybe. Maybe it is the son or the daughter of that old guy who helped us. And if you look here, in a blink and you miss it moment, this bird attached to its hip has one of those stones. So Zelda also had one of these stones. So we can presume that these stones give the champions their new powers. And maybe, hear me out on this one, if we go back to, oh look, Sidon has one on his arm. Does she have one somewhere? Maybe she has one in her hat. Hard to say. She probably has one somewhere. There's also here, Link has this thing on his hip that people have been wondering about. We can't really get a good angle on it here. But basically, it's like some sort of like set of capsules of some sort. Maybe Link also has one of these cool new jewel things that give him powers. Then here, obviously, we see him fighting that boss from the original Legend of Zelda, making a return, the 3-headed dragon. I can't remember what it's called to save my life right now. I'm sorry.
You are our final hope.
See, here she is again with the Master Sword. And she's wearing the same outfit as we saw the weird version of her wearing later or earlier in the trailer, so we can presume that she's transforming in some way, shape, or form. Or there's some sort of element of time or evil malice possessing her. And that's it. There's a little clip here at the end I saw. Yeah, here we go.
You must find me.
All right, so at the end, obviously, we see Zelda say that Link needs to find her. I think basically Link has like the cure for this like evil thing that's consuming the both of them, and that's why he hasn't turned evil yet. But Zelda turns full evil, as we saw at one of the parts of the trailer here. Where is it? When she nukes those guys. See, here we see it like trying to corrupt Link. See, here we see it corrupting Link. Maybe those little canisters on his hip are like the cures for this. And basically, it makes it so he's not fully corrupted by it, like Zelda is shown to be in the trailer. But Link is fully corrupted by it. So, interesting. Where's the part where Zelda nukes somebody? I need to find it. Alright, hold on. Gotta find Zelda. See, Zelda's got one of them stone things, too. That we saw the new quote-unquote champions using, so. Where was the part where Zelda nuked the person? I can't find it. Where was the part Zelda? Zelda definitely nuked somebody in this. I didn't imagine that, right? Oh yeah, here we go. So see, they show Link getting partially corrupted here at this part of the trailer. And then they show Ganondorf, which, yeah, who knows with that. Yeah, it's definitely his son. And then here we see fully corrupted Zelda. So maybe that's what's going on. Like, this is Zelda, and she gets fully corrupted by the curse or the blight or whatever you want to call it. The malice. But Link only gets partially corrupted, hence why he has the cool magical arm. But otherwise, he's fine. And that would also explain why in the previous trailers, she said, like, lend him your strength or whatever. Maybe somebody needed to give him, like, the injection to take to stop the curse from spreading or whatever. And it also makes you wonder, maybe they delayed this game because of the parallels to COVID. Maybe they were worried people are going to be like, this is COVID. Link's getting COVID. Link has the vaccine for COVID. Zelda does not have the vaccine for COVID or something. Just a theory. I don't know. Either way, so that is this new trailer. I'm sure I missed a ton. Make sure you tune into your favorite gaming YouTube channels for the next month until the game comes out, because I'm sure they're going to be breaking down this trailer even further than I did. But let's go back now and watch the previous trailers, and we can speculate on the previous trailers now using our newfound information. All right, so this is the very first official trailer. I don't know if this is the reveal trailer or not. Yeah, I don't think this is even the reveal trailer. This is just the official trailers. We'll skip through it a little bit here. They didn't really show off a whole ton here. Now, obviously, this is possibly that massive structure that I was speculating was a dungeon that he's leaving. And see, there's those capsule things. And it's my theory that Link is turning evil, hence the spooky arm, which, let me hide my guy here so you can see it properly. He's got the evil arm because he's being corrupted, right? And then these are like injections to keep him from turning evil. But Zelda doesn't have the injections, and that's why Link needs to find her. That's my theory for you. Here we see that structure again in the background. He's using recall on a rock here. These trailers are short, so I can just kind of plop them out in like no time whatsoever. See him riding that bird thing again. I really don't know what this bird thing is, but I need to know. We still don't know anything about the bird thing. Yeah, this is the first trailer where they confirmed the date, so this wasn't even the teaser trailers. And then here's trailer 2. We see Egg Shrine down here. Man, I remember when this trailer came out, I was like, man, this is all they're going to show us. That last trailer, though, had everything I wanted in it. See here, there's that, hold on, let me pause. Back it up, 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 back it up. Almost there, 1 second. I'm going frame by frame here, guys. Okay, so see, here's the new towers, and you can see they do, in fact, light up the night. I might have remembered that on accident and thought I just came up with it, but no, it looks like they light up the night. It also looks like the hieroglyphics or the crop circles also light up, interestingly enough. See, this is why we needed to do this. Now we have all this new context to know what things are. Here's obviously a cave of some sort, and we see the new bokoblin designs. And there's that dragon thing that I can't remember the name of from the original Zelda. See, and this is Hateno Village, and there's the lab. So Hateno Village, from this far away, doesn't look very changed, but apparently it actually really is.
Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
Yeah, honestly, compared to the new trailer, this trailer sucks. Nah, it's fine though. It did its job. It got us teased and hyped, and now we can be fully hyped. We still don't know what this is. This seems to be some kind of like a line of defense of some sort, and maybe it detected Link's evil arm, and that's why it popped out of the ground. Because this appears to be, if I had to guess, Kakariko Village, and Link triggered a trap on accident. Maybe Impa's still around doing some shit. To think we watched this part of the trailer and we didn't even know that there was car building in the game yet. And here's him fighting some sort of other massive enemy. And there's the Ganondorf that's presumably going to be resurrected and turned into the one that we see in the new trailer. I bet you Demise, like, basically reawakens inside of Ganon's dead body and then revives him and then basically just becomes Ganondorf. Because if you recall, Demise is actually just a reincarnation, or Ganon is actually just a reincarnation of Demise, so...
Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Da, 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 da. Hell yeah. I love this shit. And there we see the arrow fused to the eyeball, which we find out in the gameplay video is a mechanic. Nothing else sticks out here, though. Alright, was there anything in this that we hadn't really had any context for? Oh, yeah, look here. Before you see the car building, the first thing we actually see is there's a propeller over here, which is obviously one of the propellers that lets us propel the minecarts around and build vehicles, which we're about to see for the first time. And here we see some sort of puzzle. Oh, I gotta go back again, I'm sorry. Here we see some sort of puzzle on the Sky Islands. This could do with that temple. It kind of looks like you're rotating it so you have a bridge to get over there of some sort. Now this here, a lot of people were speculating that this might be a fused weapon, and I kind of agree. It looks like a spear attached to this cannon. So I wonder if we can attach these cannons to our vehicles too, and then have like cannons to shoot from our vehicle, which is really neat. And here's where we start to get that little tease of the vehicles. And there we have it, folks. And you can see here we have small wheels, and these are possibly just wheel guards you can attach, and then there's big wheels. And then this is the battery that I think the battery icon is indicating. And then this circle here is where Kakariko Village is, because it's some sort of like ruined structure that is on top of Kakariko Village. Hot air balloon confirmed. Love it. And that's really it for this trailer, so interesting stuff. And see here we get him we see him getting corrupted again.
Please, lend him your power.
And then that's the part where I think Zelda's asking somebody to give Link the cure for the evil arm. Master Sword. And there we have it. So very fascinating stuff here. And we already watched the gameplay trailer before, which we could probably get some new context from that if we watched it again now, but I think we'll save that for now. But there we have it, folks. That is that. Let me switch back to the full screen view of my avatar here. Get some tunes on in the background. Folks, thank you for watching this stream. We saw some things that I don't think us mere mortals were ever meant to see. Some really crazy shit. Wow, that was a doozy. This day is going to go down in history as like one of the freaking craziest days for Zelda fans, I feel like, because that trailer was just nuts. Every second of that trailer was like new shit, crazy shit we weren't expecting. It was awesome. And again, you know, I'm so hyped for this game now. It's like, it's actually, as of today, less than a month away, so we've got a lot to look forward to, folks. Holy cow. But yeah, either way, I appreciate you stopping out and listening to me react to this trailer when you could have picked anybody else. And either way, I hope you have a fantastic day. Definitely go rewatch the trailer and prepare your YouTube for a ton of videos with people breaking down that trailer and probably pointing out a lot more stuff than I did. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to go look for some of those now. But yeah, either way, folks, I'm Hyrulean. I'll be back probably tomorrow or next week with some more Minecraft, and we'll probably talk about this a little more. But either way, you have yourselves a fantastic day, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.